All right, here in the Excalibur parking garage, gotta wrap up a few things, gotta preview a few things, and the highlight of the video, which I plan on putting in the thumbnail, that's coming up. First, question from Matt, just put it in the middle of the screen because it was kind of a big picture. Update on PH. PH hasn't had tons of games. The games have been amazing. A lot of people love the room. There's a lot of space between the tables. The chips are new, the cards are new, the felts are new, the chairs are new, everything's new. Usually the second week just ended for me. My second week of work just ended a few hours ago. Usually when I walk in, there was the final table or two of the mixed game tournament going on that day. The 10 p.m. daily tournament, and like 2 cash tables. That was like the average, I guess. There was one day where there were 2 tournament tables for the mixed game. The tournament, I think 2 tournament tables for the 10 p.m. daily, and 5 cash games going. There was a day I dealt a $10 PLO double board bomb pot table. There was a different day I dealt, what was it? 1-2-5 bring in, 5 card PLO. We can run bomb pots on dealer changes. It needs to be the same game though. You're playing no limit, needs to be no limit. You can't be playing no limit and we run a PLO double board bomb pot. Can't do that. But we could run no limit bomb pots if you're playing no limit. Button straddles, under the gun straddles. Talks of bringing back the PH famous straddle, which was a $20 straddle from any position, I think. Not official yet, but there are talks about it. So yeah, game's been good. The week's been good. Didn't get as many hours as the first week. I did deal the last table that was going just this past night. Didn't go all night like that first day, but I was the one who dealt it until it broke down. So yeah, expect things to be crazy during the series, not just because every room is, because we're a room very close to Paris. Bally's, for instance, every table will be going, and there will be huge lists. Those people don't want to wait, they go elsewhere. Bellagio's a close room. Well, you know what? Planet Hollywood's a close room also, and we'll have other Caesars employees, floor people at Bally's saying, you know, Planet Hollywood is just 1 casino south. You could get to Paris without going outside, and then it's just 1 casino south, go upstairs, and there are 12 cash tables. So yeah, we expect it to be very busy, and we'll see after that. There's really no room in town that's really busy from mid-July to end August, but whatever. We'll see what's going on, and I'll give you updates. So that's gonna cover that. Been enjoying the time there. It's been like what Planet Hollywood was back in the day, a small to medium number of amazing games. All right, I'm filming the rest of this in my room. I'm very tired. I've been up for a long time and I still have things to do. So, as much as I would like to give you some nice scenery outside, it's not happening in this video. Something else I need to clean up is why there was no Foxwoods in my list. When I just put my Excel spreadsheet in order of all the poker rooms, Foxwoods was missing. Because I didn't remember exactly. I could round, but I don't remember exactly the dollars and the minutes. By the way, if you could hear the air conditioner, this Excalibur room, say what you will about these air conditioners. Yeah, they're loud. They get the room very cold very quickly. They're awesome. However, this one's broken. It's broken but on. It's set on the lowest temperature. You could go 60 degrees and I can't change the degrees and I can't turn it off either. So it's just, I would turn it off just because for no other reason, for the noise to film this video, I can't. So deal with it. Foxwoods, I played a few times right before I moved for a job. I thought I would never play again. So I remembered that summer what I made. Like I kept track while I was playing those few times, and then after I moved, I like lost that piece of paper and didn't care and thought I would never play again. Then a year later, I was playing a lot in Wisconsin and started keeping track again. So it was about plus 1,500 in about 25 hours. I played 4 times, but since I don't know it exactly, I never put those numbers into the spreadsheet. That's why Foxwoods is missing, but I did play there. So 87 rooms. Something else I need to clean up. In the last never before seen video, so there was a January, February, a March, and an April. In the April video, if you were really paying attention, I said 1 more of these to come. No, that's it, with the never before seen flashback videos. When I put this idea together in January, I planned on doing January, February, March, April, May, and then the first 5 days of Orleans, I would play those videos and give myself a little time to film, but not have to edit instantly. And things have changed. So I never even made the May video. You saw January, February, March, April, but that's it, just those 4. Good transition, because I do plan on getting videos out quickly. Know a lot of people like that. This video should go up on May 23rd. May 23rd is the first day of Orleans. Tomorrow's video for you should be the MGM promo tournament, and after that, right away, giving you videos about dealing the summer series. Another great transition, because I got my schedule for Orleans. I'm not on the schedule 5 days a week. That is great. I was dreading 10 shifts per week, 5 Orleans, 5 PH, before it even started. That's a lot. So I guess because in passing, and because I emailed and said, like, I'd really like these days off, so that my off days at PH and my off days here at Orleans are staggered, it was clear I have another job, and I was not given 5 days. Great. So I have 2 days on the schedule at Orleans, and I have 5 at PH. One of them overlaps. So if you want to run into me, this is mainly for Catwoman, because last year we didn't get to take a picture together. My days at Orleans are Sunday and Wednesday. Sunday, I should be there like all day, because the Sunday special, the rebuy tournament, is very popular. No one gets sent home early. Wednesday could be hit or miss. There were a couple days last year I got sent home after only an hour and a half. So every single Sunday at Orleans, I should be there all day, and Wednesday, there's the potential for me to be there all day. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I have a shift at PH. Now, each shift mostly happens on the following calendar day. My Friday shift, I show up at 11 p.m. I actually show up a lot earlier, but I start dealing at 11 p.m. Most of that shift, though, is on the calendar day Saturday. It happens after midnight, so just keep that in mind. Also, so Sunday I work both places. Monday, just PH. Tuesday, just PH. Wednesday, just Orleans. Thursday, nothing. Friday, just PH. Saturday, just PH. So the tough stretch is Saturday 11 p.m. to like Monday 7 a.m. And now I don't need to scream, because the air conditioner is going to pop back on in like 30 seconds. But Saturday 11 p.m. to like Monday 7 a.m. it's a PH, then an Orleans, then a PH. Those 3 shifts pretty seamlessly. Thursday I have off, so I plan on dealing at the World Series of Poker. If I need a day off, that's the day to use. If I don't need a day off, it's back on. I don't know, did anyone time it? I'll see in editing if that was exactly 30 seconds. Felt like less. Felt like fewer. Thursday at the World Series of Poker, as PH dealers were allowed to deal at the series on days off only, because they can't guarantee that we could get out of the string. So if you're there, you need to be ready to be there like all day and all night. You can't show up like 10 hours. I guess you could do it, it would be very risky, but to show up like 10 hours before your PH shift and say, hey, I could deal here in Paris, but I need to be out at X time because I gotta walk over to PH and deal. No one's gonna guarantee that you can get out of the string and make it over to PH. So you might be late for PH, you might miss your PH shift. You can't do that. So Thursday is my day to deal at the series, or Wednesday if I get cut early at Orleans, which could happen. If it's like 2 o'clock and I'm out at Orleans and I'm rested and ready to go, yeah, I could go to Paris on Wednesdays and tell them I could deal till whenever you don't need me to deal anymore, because my next PH shift is Friday night. That's more than 2 days away, so I'm good to go here. So that's what it's looking like. Let me get this. Where is this? Thumbnail. Haha, here we go. All right, this, yeah, the rake, the stick. So I was thinking all like leading up to this, should I buy one of these to drag in chips to the middle of the table? because last year my back was sore a few days. It's more my shoulder. I mentioned it last year because I was dealing so much lefty and so many days in a row and reaching for so many chips, and my left shoulder isn't great to begin with from all the golf and weightlifting in my life. I was wondering, should I get this for day one at PH? And then I didn't, and day one was my longest shift so far. The game didn't break. I dealt all night. So yeah, I was really feeling it in my left shoulder after that. So I woke up the next day, which was Saturday, and I looked for places to buy these. Now there is a place, I think it's downtown, that sells these. I know a lot of people at Orleans and a lot of people at South Point use these. And they're like official, they're nice. They're not two pieces of wood taped together. That place was open on Saturday, but it was closed when I woke up, and it wasn't open at all on Sunday. And I can't wait till Monday to go buy one of these. I need to make one of these. So I went to Walmart looking for anything I could find such that I could make one. Got some paint stirrers. That's what these are. And this piece at the top, I broke the paint stirrer into 3 pieces and then taped 2 of them together. And then if you want to focus in here, it's going to focus on me, but I want it to focus on this. This is just, will it focus without me in there? This is just like a joint made out of cardboard. I had cardboard in my room, and it wasn't going to be very strong, just taping 2 pieces of wood together at a 90-degree angle. So I taped some cardboard so there's some strength there, and yeah. Stays together. It was funny because on the first day I sat down to deal, and a guy says, man, that thing has seen better days. No, this is the best day it's ever seen. I made this thing like 6 hours ago. So yeah, you'll see me using this largely a preventive measure to keep my back and my shoulders intact. If I ever like forgot it, I could deal a day. It's not a huge deal. Also been dealing a lot more righty to save my left shoulder long term. Not quite as fast, not quite as accurate with the cards, but it's still very good. So I think, is that everything? Some preview stuff about the, oh, last thing. So I'm not gonna have 3 consecutive days of double shifts, which like a week ago I thought that was gonna be the case. Even though I only have 2 shifts per week at Orleans, there is someone who works at both PH and Orleans who really wants the first Monday of the series off, and I agreed to take that shift. So it's not official yet. I don't know, we need to talk to someone in Orleans and make it official, but I said I would take that shift. So it is going to start the 23rd, which is when this video should be going up. Orleans starts. I am not dealing that day at Orleans, but Saturday I have a PH shift, Sunday I deal both, and taking this Monday shift, Monday I have both. So pretty quickly I have 5 shifts in like 2.5 days. The thing is, I don't think it's going to be nuts because the World Series of Poker doesn't start until the 27th. So I don't think this first weekend, you know, the 23rd, 24th, 25th, yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend, but I don't think it's going to be nuts yet at PH. I do expect a lot of days, tables just to be going around the clock. But I don't think it's going to happen before event number 1 at the World Series of Poker. So if I get tons of hours, awesome, but I don't expect it to be like I need to go 2.5 days without 1 minute of sleep or anything like that. I think the PH shifts will be like half to like 3/4 shifts, and I'll have time to sleep. And yeah, I will chronicle it though. I am going, even though I'm not working a ton at Orleans, that is how the day count is going to go. So last year Orleans started on a Sunday and also ended on a Sunday. It was 7 weeks plus a day, so it was 50 days, Sunday to Sunday. This year it's starting on a Friday, so it's 52 days. So even though day 1 of Orleans, May 23rd, I'm not working at Orleans that day, that's day 1. I will be working at Planet Hollywood, and in the video title it'll probably say day 1 of 52, something like that. The bulk of this is when both are going on, and that means a 52-day Orleans schedule from May 23rd to whatever the 52nd day is, someday in mid-July. So we'll see if I deal. Last year was 40, I dealt 46 of 50 days. We'll see if I deal more than that. Yeah, I have 2 more days, so it'll be a little easier to break 46. But you know what? Same thing happens in baseball. They used to play 154 games in a season. They used to play 16 games in a season in football. Things change. So 46, the amount of days I dealt last year. Let's see if I can break that. And I don't even remember. I think it was 23 days in a row I dealt. We'll see if I break that also. If 23 was wrong, then I guess I put a graphic somewhere on the screen and corrected myself. We'll see if I break those two numbers. So yeah, tomorrow look forward to the MGM promo. Oh, I'll give you a little update. You know what? This video is long. And tomorrow's video with the MGM tournament can be very, very short. So I'm gonna leave something for that. And this air conditioner, you know what? I want to finish this video within the next 15 seconds before the air conditioner turns back on. So that's it. Tomorrow, MGM promo tournament. And remember, rice is a spoon food.